But I can say this is actually quite different than what I expected in general. Hey, this is ITZY. We have seen them doing really well in the past. They have matured as artists very well. They're incredible girls, the personalities, if you watch a few shows here and there. Imagine this song right here with the visuals of Everglow's Zombie. Hello guys, this is Juneri. I'm an artist, developer and producer, and today I'm going to watch ITZY's Imaginary Friend. Okay. Ooh. Yikes.
Who am I? The revolution 환상 속에 태어나 새롭게 깨어난 your illusion 넌 너의 상상 속에 존재해 네 꿈들도 현실이 되게 숨결마저 함께해 Who am I? 믿을 수 있니? Oh, I'm a fallen angel am I Call out my name in the middle of the night 왜 두려워 마 Call out my name, yeah Call out my name in the middle of the night 왜 두려워 마 You know I am your imaginary friend You know I am 너의 밤이 되어줄게 When there's monsters on your ceiling I keep you safe 꿈을 꿀 수 있게 You know I am your imaginary friend You know I am It's you and I until the end
Okay.
Who am I? The evolution 상상 속에 자라나 다른 세계 hallucination 너의 기억 안에 존재해 Come on and dance dance and don't stop 작은 너의 lucky spark 내게 힘이 될 거야 너와 나 함께야 Can't stop thinking about our vibe 이제야 we can run and I'm killing it to the top yeah. Call out my name in the middle of the night 왜 두려워 마 Call out my name yeah Call out my name in the middle of the night 왜 두려워 마 You know I am your imaginary friend You know I am 너의 밤이 되어줄게 When there's monsters on your ceiling I'll keep you safe 꿈을 꿀 수 있게 You know I am your imaginary friend You know I am It's you and I until the end
Okay. Oh. So that was ITZY's Imaginary Friend. This is their second title track from the album Gold. I have already reviewed the other title track called Gold, and I had, let's say, a lot of mixed feelings towards a negative kind of feeling for that song. I just thought it was not up to par to what ITZY can do, and I put a lot of faith on their second title track. The reality is the song has been out actually for a while, since their album Gold came out, but I really kept myself from hearing it because I wanted to enjoy it with the music video. I did expect this is gonna have a quite different vibe than their other title track. I didn't expect another show-off kind of song, but I can say this is actually quite different than what I expected in general. There are plenty of great points in the song, in the music video, in what the girls are doing in there. There is a lot of nice art, and of course the song is very meaningful, and that's great, because with Gold I felt really it's just a waste of time kind of song. It doesn't say anything about anything. It doesn't really provide any deep meaning. It's just gold, gold, gold. So to that extent we do get a really nice song meaning wise. The lyrics are really nice and they're complemented by the art we see in the music video. I wouldn't call it exactly a storyline what's happening in the music video, although somebody could actually connect it into one, but it's not abstract art either. There is a very specific connection, I think, between the lyrics and the images we see. The choreography, I don't know, it's very creative and it's nice to watch, but the song is a little slow to support a really engaging and nice choreography. It's good that they created one because obviously they're planning to perform this, but at the same time I think we should have seen less of choreography in the music video. The music video could tell the story a bit more, expand it, bring even more abstract visuals in there, and we have this very artistic music video with just a few scenes maybe with the choreography, because I did feel a bit tired with the choreography. So bottom line, I would rather see a more artistic main music video, and then we can see a performance version, which undoubtedly they're gonna release anyways, that we can see the girls performing with the choreography. Both Gold and Imaginary Friend were actually written by Ryan Jun. Now Ryan Jun is a legend in K-pop. He has been involved in so many great productions. It was actually the first K-pop producer I've met all the way back in 2010. Back then he was not that huge, but he was already involved in productions of groups like SHINee, for example. And I could get a little understanding from what he was doing, and in that way learn something from him. So I would feel really bad to say anything bad about this. I already said some bad things in Gold, and at that time I didn't know Ryan Jun actually wrote that song. Because I already supported his music and it had some kind of characteristic, I would hear the song and say, okay, this is probably Ryan Jun. I really like some of his early releases as well so much, like for Spica, for Tahiti, and some other smaller groups, but also for larger groups later. But in this case anyways, both for Gold and Imaginary Friend, I don't believe it's up to standards that we're used to anyways. Don't get me wrong, this song is really beautiful. It has a beautiful meaning, as I said. The lyrics are nice, the vocal melody is also really nice. It has these moments that can give you goosebumps with some of the vocals, and that's absolutely great, but it still leaves me with some kind of mixed feelings, like they could do better. At some points I feel this song was actually written in English and then was translated in Korean, missing some of its initial energy, but I cannot be sure about that. And I also believe the music video could actually be better. I described how it could be better in terms of form, but also the visual quality. You would say like, hey, what are you talking about, Jun? Look at these beautiful images. They're very creative and really nice. Well, I'm not talking about the creative part, the artistic part. I'm talking about the actual visual quality. We do get some really nice scenes, but then we get some scenes that I just feel they could have done much more with it. Like this kind of set here, I don't believe it's up to par with ITZY. Look at the edges, how smeared they are. They're like out of focus. You can see this also at the lights. This is a really bad choice of lens actually, and everything seems a little dark, the contrast. In general, something feels a little too flat, and it's not just in the music video, it's also in the vocals, it's also in the performance. It's like this is a song you have to explode, and there's no explosion. It just keeps going at the same pace, and it just misses this incredible point of explosion. And it has to do with everything. The songwriting, the music video, the directing, the performance, everything. It's like it's capped. It's like somebody said, okay, you're just gonna do 80%, you're not gonna go above. That's my first impression anyways. The girls, yeah, they're okay, they're nice, but hey, this is ITZY. We have seen them doing really well in the past. And when I put everything together, Gold and Imaginary Friend, I think they deserve much better than this. It's not like the girls cannot do it, they don't have the skill, but you need the production around you to give you really good songs and to bring people that understand how to take these 5 girls and lift them up further, because the competition these days is extremely high. I think when ITZY debuted, they actually had the space to expand a bit, and with the funding and quality that JYP can provide, of course, they did that. But after that, I feel there is a little decline with some songs that are subpar, and here we arrive to these 2 songs that I believe Imaginary Friend, of course, is much better than Gold. But when you put everything together in the context of 2024, where we have so many groups releasing amazing music, I feel they're left a bit back. If this was 2012 and they were doing things like that, of course this would be amazing. This would certainly be up there. It's when 21 were doing releases like Missing You or It Hurts, there was just so much space in K-pop to expand. The competition was really minimal. If you were just doing what you were supposed to do, you were already really good. And for me, ITZY was a top 5 group, but after these releases, I feel it's barely top 10. IVE is doing better, aespa is doing better, LE SSERAFIM is doing better. I mean, that's how I feel anyways. So in general, I did expect much more from ITZY, and while the song had a great pace as a potential, I think it was capped for whatever reasons. It's like it didn't reach its maturity. Maybe there were time restrictions, budget restrictions, or just production restrictions. Maybe the production just didn't make the best choices for the girls. And just to give you an example, imagine this song right here with the visuals of Everglow's Zombie. If the music video has been given that much attention in telling the story, in giving these really nice cinematic visuals, and let the girls also act in that way. But the song is a bit harder to give an example because we don't usually see this kind of songs in K-pop. You probably have to move to the global pop space and watch things like CS Santalier just to understand how this kind of songs can really explode. I'm not saying ITZY should become Sia suddenly, and the songs of course have to remain easy listening and enjoyable and performable. I'm just saying I really like ITZY and I want more from them. I know they can do it, they have done it, and they can still do even better. They have matured as artists very well. They're incredible girls, the personalities if you watch a few shows here and there. So why not give us something more? I will give you another example. Go watch IVE's Ascentio or LE SSERAFIM's Crazy, how they got out of their bubble and they made something unique, something new. And then go watch this. You will find something is really lacking here and it's not up to the same par. I'm not saying the songs are comparable and the final products, I'm just saying ITZY are supposed to compete with those groups. So all we can do at this point is wait and hope the production actually tries something a little different, because I don't see how ITZY gonna gain a lot from Imaginary Friend and Gold. So hopefully they're gonna realize, okay, maybe we should take a step back and reconsider our choices in the overall production, because it's not all about famous producers or budget or filming extremely complex music videos. Sometimes it's just down to the basics. Just make a really nice, interesting song, give it some really nice art, and most importantly, have somebody that can direct the girls and let them output their true potential.